So I was sitting there earlier today looking at my YouTube dashboard when I realized that we are actually closing in on 330,000 subscribers. We hit 300,000 back in May or June, so probably about 4 months ago. But as of hitting 330,000, we are exactly 1/3 of the way to 1 million. And I know that doesn't mean a lot to the majority of people that have 500,000, 1 million or more subscribers, but it means a lot to me. It means a lot to Mrs. Sticks. And for a genre of gaming as niche as the MMO genre is, I feel like that's honestly not bad. Now, if you want to help Mrs. Sticks and I achieve 350,000 subscribers, push towards 400,000, 500,000, just aid in growing our community, then scroll down, click that subscribe button. We would love to have you on board. Now, I was sitting there, I was reminiscing over how this all started. I made a tweet and I included a picture of myself all the way back at the beginning of the channel's inception. Back then, I had this crappy like $200-300 laptop. The cam that I used was the little webcam that was built into the laptop. And the microphone that I used initially was the webcam microphone. Then I moved on to some $20 or $30 little tabletop microphone that was absolutely atrocious. But there I was, this 400-pound nobody. But I had a dream, I had a goal, I had ambitions. And now we have the main MMOByte channel, which is averaging millions of views per month, is 1/3 of the way to 1 million subscribers. We have our MMOByte mobile channel, which is averaging hundreds of thousands of views a month. There's the new MMO Clips channel, and just FYI, if you want to go ahead and subscribe to any of these channels, I encourage you to. We have our own website where I post news articles and the kinds of reviews and looks that I do at games. We have a Twitch channel where we stream every single week, Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And speaking of, when we started doing Twitch, we never imagined that we would meet the kinds of people that we have met. Granted, we've seen a lot of trolls, we've met a lot of very terrible people, but at the same time, for every toxic, for every bad person we've met twice as many good people. And we have built a community on Twitch. We've built a community of friends that we raid, friends that we visit the streams of, and people that we are genuinely glad to see grow, glad to see prosper. Now, I originally conceived this channel all the way back in 2016. Initially, I was posting World of Warcraft PvP videos on it, and it went under the moniker Identity Gaming. Towards the end of 2016, I decided I wanted to pursue MMOs, like the broader spectrum of MMOs. And honestly, I've covered this in a video in the past, but I didn't start YouTube full-time until 2017. It did not become a full-time job for me until after I met Mrs. Sticks, and she helped shape the channel, shape the direction into something more sustainable. And then that became essentially my full-time job in 2018. So I conceived the channel in 2016. I tackled it properly, like devoted all of my time and attention to it in 2017. And then it became my full-time job in 2018. And I get people coming to me all the time, messaging me via Discord, messaging me via Facebook and Twitter, telling me that I have been some type of inspiration for them, and that they have made their own channels in the MMO scene, that they have gaming channels, they have a variety of different channels, and they watch my videos, and the only reason that they are there, that they are capable of doing this now, is because of what I did for them, what I offer for them. And I felt the exact same way with all of the people that I used to watch before I started doing YouTube, and before we started doing Twitch as well. Because, I mean, you know, we average anywhere between 100 to a few hundred people whenever we stream, and that is very difficult to build. Twitch itself is a very saturated platform. So having hundreds of people, thousands of people drop by over the course of our streams is just something that neither Mrs. Sticks or I never really expected would be a thing, because we really don't think of ourselves as being all that entertaining. But we are more than glad to see that some people do. Now, the reason that I decided to make this video today was because I was reminiscing, and when I start reminiscing like this, I don't know, I feel like a need to express it. And as YouTube is a platform for you to channel that creative expression, I kind of just decided to give it video form. Now, there was actually a separate purpose to this video, and for those of you that don't know, I actually want to rebrand the MMOByte channel. And relax, before you guys jump to any conclusions, that doesn't mean that the direction of the channel, the content of the channel is going to change. All it means is that I wanted to make the channel more personal and rename it, rebrand it into something. Currently it is MMOByte, but I want to move away from it being a brand, because a lot of people currently perceive it as a brand, and I don't want them to. I want them to perceive the channel as a person. So it would be something more personal, like Sticks, or some variant of me and or Mrs. Sticks. So what I'm looking for is someone that is capable of doing channel art, as in the banner for the channel that appears at the very top of every YouTube channel, the profile picture, channel art that I can use for the Twitter, for the Facebook, and all our other social media platforms. And now I don't know how to express specifically what I'm looking for here, but when you guys visit Twitch streams and you see those countdown timers, and some people have custom videos that are going on in the background that might have like an entire room and the person in specific being animated and moving around the room doing different things with the countdown going down. I'm looking for someone that is capable of doing that as well, because I would love to have a 10-15 minute countdown over on our Twitch channel that we can have go ahead of those Twitch videos, and maybe have a small little video play at the beginning of all of our videos that are specific to the various different series we have, because we have currently the Is It Worth Playing series, we have the What is MMO series, we have MMO news, we have top 10 videos, and then just our general videos. So I'm looking for a lot of artists. If you can do any or all of that, I want you guys to go down, leave me a comment. You can hit me up via Twitter, you can hit me up via Discord. I urge you guys to reach out to me, because we are willing to pay and we're willing to get the ball rolling on this as soon as possible. Again, nothing necessarily is going to change for the channel, but it will allow for us to be more personal. And I, again, want to move away from being a brand, because I'm not a brand and I don't want people to perceive me as such in the future. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. I was, again, just reminiscing. I realized that we hit the 1/3 mark, and I've been building towards this for 4 years now, and I don't know, I guess I'm kind of impressed that we got here, that I managed to actually achieve something that I set out to achieve. I guess I'm proud and grateful that there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of you out there that watch the videos regularly enough to warrant, to allow for me to have this as a full-time job, and allow for me to tackle this full-time, as this is essentially my dream, being able to play video games and do videos on them.
Someday soon I'm gonna make